Okay, welcome back to Cat Chat. Today, as you can see, I have, or maybe you can't see, maybe you're listening to this like a podcast or something. I don't know. But I have Peewee on my lap. She's still in her onesie. And we have Friday right here next to me on the couch. They don't get along, but they're about 12 inches apart, so we'll see how this goes. Today I'm recording with the lapel mic that Debbie from Australia, B Square 68, provided me with a little while ago. Trying to see if maybe that gets my voice a little better than the camera, which is a little ways away. And today we'll talk about a few things. And while we do that, I'll pat some cats, because that's what I do. I'm a kitten farmer. That's what they call me anyway. So tonight, I was at my work Christmas party. And it's not the event it used to be. A lot of the people from the office got older, don't get along as well anymore. You know, some people do stupid things and other people don't care for them because of that. And the office slowly shrinking. When I started, I started in my 20s. There were a number of people my age, you know, 5, 10, 15 people within a few years of it in age of me. It was a little bit more of a party atmosphere. I'm not much of a partier. I don't even drink that much. Definitely never did any drugs in my life. Pretty boring guy in that regard. Uh, Probably made my mom proud, I guess. It's not why though. I'm just like that. And but yeah, back in the day we had a lot more of a party atmosphere. But nowadays, our office only has about 30 some odd people, and we have another branch in a nearby city with about 3 times that many. So it's mostly their branch who show up. But we had a good table going tonight. Got to chat with old friend of mine who loves cats, bought a cat carrier off me a while ago. Has her one Persian style cat named Harry. She showed me some pics. And that was cool to connect with her again and let her know what we've been doing with fostering and whatnot. And I went and did the photo booth, and that was pretty funny. The girl who was doing the photo booth is a cat lover as well, so we connected about that quickly. And she had a little sign that you could hold up for the photo. Victoria didn't go with me; she didn't want to come. She stayed home with the baby. I was only there for a couple hours, few hours. So I held up this little sign that said I don't remember what it said, but it said something like uh, "I need to get home for my cat" or something like that. So it was pretty funny. I made a sad face and held it up and had my photo taken in the group photo booth all by myself. So it's a nice wide picture with only me in the middle looking sad, holding up a sign saying I need to get home to my cat. It was pretty good. Told her she could use it for the website. So if you're out there, put it up. It'll be good. Little Easter egg kitten farmer on your website. She probably doesn't even know I have any followers at all, but she did like the picture. So maybe it'll happen. So at the Christmas party for dinner, we had nice little buffet. Had to go there because my ticket's free. Well, free. With the amount of money I pay for my office, I don't think it's free. But either way, it's included with my yearly costs. So I went and had my dinner and hobnobbed with some people, and there was a live band, and had a little dessert, a glass of wine, white wine tonight, and came home. Happy to be home. Petting my kitties. Needed to get home for my cats. And the newest thing in our house with Dara, speaking of reasons to come home, the newest thing in our house with Dara is she won't walk anymore. She's become so good at crawling Don't you bite my finger, you little fluffer. She's become so good at crawling that she's too comfortable with it now. So if you hold her like either by the arms or by the hips and try to get her to walk, she just tries to sit down because she can crawl so fast. She doesn't feel the need to walk anymore. Now she'll still stand herself up, against things and against her playpen sides and shake it and hoot and holler like a monkey, like Dara does. Our very outgoing baby, two shy people, had a very outgoing baby. I know you don't think I'm shy, but I was. I grew up extremely shy. I couldn't even order pizza until I was like 17. If I went to a restaurant with my parents, I would tell them what I wanted and they would ask the waiter or waitress, and was mortified. I don't know why. Now that I am how I am now, it seems wild to even think about because I don't worry about anything anymore. But at those times, I was quite shy as a kid. I was an introspective, thoughtful child, good student, and pretty shy. So anyway, I like to grab Dara now, and like if I grab her hips and move her along the floor quite quickly, she doesn't have time to sit down. She just gets her little feet going, and that's funny because you can get her kind of zooming around, and she can kind of get her feet going fast enough that it's pretty quick motion, like a half run, and it's pretty funny. But yeah, she's taking a break from trying to walk. She's very happy crawling. She's great at sitting up, rolling back down, and she doesn't feel like she needs to change anything. I'm sure that'll change in a week or something, but for now, just crawling and really good at it. So in today's TikTok video, if you watched, you'll know that we're going to do we're planning to do. I mean, who knows? Maybe there'll be a natural disaster or something. But we're planning to open some Christmas parcels on TikTok Live on Christmas Eve. Now, I don't even know if we're going to be in the kitten room. We might be upstairs, so you might not be able to see it on YouTube Live, unfortunately. But you will be able to see it on TikTok Live, and for sure TikTok Live, and it's going to be 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is Vancouver time, on December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. Unfortunately for Australians, that might be during your Christmas morning. Apologies. For people in England and Europe, that'll be fairly late at night, 11, 12 type of thing. But for Americans and Canadians, and I guess South Americans, if any of you are watching, if you're from South America, leave me a comment, because nobody from South America seems to comment on my videos these days. They probably just not where these English speaking videos go. No big deal. And so yeah, so most of the gifts we've received so far, I believe, are from USA and Australia. We have, I don't know, 5, 7, probably a couple each, me and Vika and Dara. So, if you feel like sending one, you don't have to. But if you do, the link to my Amazon wish list is below in the description of this video. And I put cheap things on the wish list, so you can add them to your cart. You have to buy them, but if you add them to your cart, you can add anything else to your wish list. You can send me a secret gift that I won't know what it is until it arrives. If you're buying me undies, I'm size large. But don't do that, unless you really want to. Boxer briefs, please. But yeah, so basically you could add, like, say, a pack of candy, a couple bucks, and then you could go put on toy race car, and you could send me a pack of candy and a toy race car for Dara, or for me, I guess. And well, let's be inclusive. It could be for Victoria as well. But anyway, that's how people send me stuff. And a lot of the time it's the same usual suspects who send me stuff, but we do get a smattering of gifts from all different people since the inception of the wish list and people buying items from it. We have had over 200 unique people send us something from the wish list. I don't have the exact count right now, but it's over 200 already, and I still have a stack this thick of packing slips that I need to enter, so I'm sure it's closer to 250 unique individuals. Of course, a lot of them are sent by Auntie Fluffy, who is Linda McKee in Ohio. Debbie, the original wish list gifter, sent us the first one ever, and still sends the odd thing like a cactinator or something. And then there's the one-off gifters or smaller gifters who are always appreciated, because then you get a different set of thoughts, and usually people put something interesting, not always something interesting, on the gift tag. Not a gift tag, but the packing slip, so I can read it out during the video. Just a quick pause. Do you guys hear Friday snoring? I have no idea if you picked that up or not. But Friday is sleeping here, snoring gently away next to my lap, and Peewee just continues to clean herself, which is why we have this onesie. But anyway, if you're around at that time to come watch the TikTok live event, gift opening, that would be fun. I mean, it's basically just a package opening, except for around Christmas, and some of the people have sent me things that are apparently wrapped inside the Amazon box, so I guess those are Christmas presents. So, you know, who knows what we'll get. Maybe we'll get a lump of coal. Not sure. But so anyway, today's TikTok video let people know about that. But truthfully, I actually recorded a different video yesterday that was almost the same. It was actually a better video, unfortunately. Oh, well, I guess I don't need to tell you that, because I posted it to YouTube today. So if you want to watch the video I'm talking about, I did post it to YouTube today as a vertical video, longer format video, which is a rare post for me, because I don't usually do vertical long format on YouTube. That's not really what YouTube's about, although maybe I should be starting to do that. Maybe that's the way to actually build a YouTube following. Speaking of which, if you're listening to this and you appreciate it at all and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do. We raise baby kittens from birth to adoption, and it's pretty fun, and it's good to be there for the whole thing. So yeah, so TikTok wouldn't post the video, the one I did yesterday. I posted it. Well, sorry, it posted. It went on my page, but it got 0 views. After an hour, it had 0 views. So I looked at it. Everything looked fine. And when I went to hit the share button, it said processing. Well, it shouldn't take an hour to process. So anyway, I figured in my brain, I thought, well, if it's processing, maybe something I said in the video flagged it, so they wanted a human being to take a closer look at it. I don't know. But anyway, so long story short, I tried a few things, cleared my cache, restarted the app, made the video private, then public again, and nothing got it to get views. So I put in a ticket, like I reported it. I haven't heard back yet, but it's still, even now, 30 hours later, has 0 views. And I re-recorded a similar video today, which I posted, which just wasn't quite as good of a video. That's why I posted the one that TikTok wouldn't post on my YouTube today. So maybe go have a look at that one and watch it when we're all done, and you can comment to me why you think TikTok wouldn't post it, because I tried posting it again today. Same video. I trimmed it a little. I changed the write-up I put on it. I changed a few things, added some captions and stuff, and still same thing happened again, twice. Just processing. So, but anyway, that's when I deleted it and just made a new one, and left the one from yesterday to see if it ever shows up and see if they ever answer my ticket. But that's further to the continuing saga of TikTok making my life difficult. As you know, my TikTok growth has slowed down significantly for some reason. My videos don't get the reach they used to. Maybe my content's no good. You guys are like, get good, motherfucker, just get good. And maybe I need to get good. Maybe I need to watch more videos on YouTube about how to make TikTok videos. I don't know. You think getting to 500,000 followers, I'd know something about it, but I think I'm just scratching the surface. And I think my thing, though unique, is amateurish. It's almost like if you're watching pornography, my videos are amateur. Like some people like the amateur thing. They like the off the cuff stream of thought, um, real gritty reality videos, no cuts, no edits, just me talking, making mistakes, showing kittens' faces. But maybe people are looking for a little more production value now. Maybe they want me to ramp it up, make it look better, cut in some dramatic music, dun dun dun. Kittens. Sorry, Peewee. But either way, I don't know if I'm going to do that. So I'll just keep doing what I do for now until I figure out something else to do. Like on YouTube, I figured out to do this. I mean, this is a weird format. But, in other verticals, like there are people who do this kind of parasocial, conversational, long format YouTube video, not the least of which would be Sam Sulik from the bodybuilding thing. He's a young guy, big muscle guy who talks like this. He's got a bazillion followers and people enjoy that. Now, I'm not saying effing this and effing that and lifting big weights. So maybe my videos do need to get a little more interesting to get a following. Maybe I need to, he likes to record it while he's in his car. Maybe I need to record in my car and then do something, going to work. Let's tell my thoughts on the way to work about cats and then show what I'm up to. Take a 5-minute break to add some to the video at my work and stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I need to just record more. I'm going to start, if this microphone works well, I'm going to start keeping it with me a little more so I can do it elsewhere too. Because the phone mic, when you put it further away to pick up like this, just doesn't sound that good. It's better to have a close mic like that. Maybe I could have hid this one a little better, but we're just trying it today. We'll see how it goes. So let's talk about Biscuit for a minute. Biscuit is my current foster cat, possibly pregnant, 1.5-year-old tabby cat. She, we've had her for about 1.5 weeks, and a couple of days ago, I was ready to say, yeah, no, she's not pregnant. She's just not big enough, and maybe get ready to move on, because my room is specifically set up for more cats. I can have a mom and 15 kittens. That's never happened, but I could, in theory, take a mom and 15 kittens. So having my room tied up with one cat when we have lots of fosters who could only take one cat or 2 cats, it's not really the best use of space. Now, it is the middle of December, and in Canada, that is not the kitten season. It's cold. So maybe there isn't another situation for me anyway. I did get offered a trade the other day, trading her for a mom with 1 kitten already born. But I thought, you know what, we're in this with Biscuit. Let's see where it goes. Worst case scenario, I'm alone on Christmas. Sad face, no cats. But we're gonna see if she's pregnant. But anyway, further to that story is yesterday, when I was feeling her belly, I'm like, man, she is like at least a little bit round, right? Like she's not just flat. She's not a skinny, sleek cat like you'd expect for a 1.5-year-old cat who apparently at her previous home they weren't giving her quite enough food and stuff. Like she does have a little bulge there. Now I certainly hope it's not, symptomatic of something else. I hope it's not bloating for some kind of health concern or something like that. There's nothing to indicate to me that her health is bad, other than maybe that she peed on the couch that one time, maybe 2 times. But she hasn't done that in days now, and she does feel like a little bit round under there. I don't know if it's a pregnancy. I'm not experienced enough with, not that it's an early pregnancy, but I'm not experienced enough at this stage of pregnancy to know if that's what it is or if it's something else. And if it is, it may just be that, she just has the one giant kitten brewing in there, or even the one tiny kitten. And the one giant kitten theory, as people love to talk about, would just be if a big round pregnant mom just had one giant kitten in there. So maybe Biscuit's got one kitten in there. I don't know, or maybe nothing, and she's just round. All cats are different. Peewee actually, she doesn't feel like Biscuit, but Peewee has a very broad lower abdomen in a way that no other cat I've met other than Peewee's mother are, like kind of a pear-shaped cat. Like Peewee's quite wide down here. If she lies on her back, the distance between her legs is big. Big flat belly. Doesn't feel like Biscuits, but it's not the same as any other cat. You'd be like, well, she's quite a bit different than Air Potato or Friday or your average cat. So who knows? Maybe maybe there's still a 10% chance that Biscuit's with child, but I'm not going to hold out hope. We're just going to keep going until they tell me to either get her checked or not. And speaking of getting her checked, a lot of people have commented to me like, well, why haven't you done an ultrasound? Why haven't you done blood work? Why haven't you had the voodoo doctor out to poke her with a pin to find out if she's pregnant? Why haven't you read the tarot cards? I don't know. I don't believe in that shit. But basically, Biscuit has to be in care. She has to be in foster care. Whenever we get a new foster cat, we have to put them in care for at least some days so that they get assessed. We find out what they're like. We know their issues or no issues, and then we know how to adopt them out to a home, because you need to know what you're adopting out. The last thing you want to do is send a cat out and not know it has a problem, and then you give your adopter bad customer service or a bad customer experience, I should say, and then they're coming back for customer service, and it just becomes a feedback loop of more and more work. It's better just to take the cat in for a week, see what you're dealing with. If they're healthy, happy, set them up for a spay or neuter. Always spay or neuter your cats, and then get them up for adoption and get them out. So basically the reason why we don't do this is a scan like that might cost a few $100s, even for a rescue, maybe $250, and someone's got to drive the cat. We need a driving volunteer, or myself would have to drive her to the vet, take an hour or two of our lives, and the rescue would have to spend a few $100s. Well, our monthly vet bills at the rescue are already like 35, 40,000 a month, literally $40,000 a month Canadian. If you add that up, that's like $500,000 a year, literally $500,000 a year, maybe 400, 500,000 a year in vet bills. And we've had bigger months than that before. It ain't cheap rescuing all these cats. So when you have a procedure that, though you'd be very curious about, that you don't need, because you can just wait and see what happens, you don't do it. And a lot of the time, if you can't tell the cat's pregnant, you just get them fixed anyway, because there's nothing going on in there. Even if they are, babies are just cells. You know what I mean? They just get fixed, and the vet doesn't know the difference. But when you're in a later, mid to late term pregnancy, then you're dealing with the vet's emotions, because they're cutting out the uterus or something. Then they're taking out live babies, and that's hard on people. So we don't do third trimester abortion in cats, which some of my commenters want, like, they think you should do fourth trimester abortions, and I think maybe for some humans we could do that, but that's against the law, so we won't. But basically we're just going to wait and see, and if VOKRA decides, hey, we need to figure this out, she's been in care long enough, we're going to authorize a scan. I'll take her in and find out. But for now, that's not where we're at, so chill, people. Further medical stuff, Peewee's hotspot, she's been doing pretty well. It's healed up, but it's not growing much fur yet, so I don't want to, I don't know if you can see it or not. Where is it? Where's your hotspot, peepers? It's right here. Maybe you can see that. Yeah, maybe you can. Right there, there's Peewee's hotspot. It's just bare fur now, but it's really healthy looking. There's no scratch on it. It's not raw. The fur's only like 1 millimeter long, but the problem is, if see, look at this. As soon as I open it, she wants to lick it. So if she licks it like that all day, it's gonna get raw again. So I need it to grow a little bit more fur. So she's still gonna be in her onesie for a little while. We might trial her out of it at some point in the near future, maybe with a donut. She'll still be able to scratch it with her back leg with a donut, but if I clip her nails and give the donut, she won't be able to lick it raw, and she can lick relentlessly. As you've seen during this podcast type video, she's been licking herself the whole time. So if she gets started on that, she might just not stop. We need some hair on there to protect it. And I'd rather keep her in the onesie for a few more days than have it be raw again and start from scratch. And then she needs to do it like 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row. Like, oh my God, she'll get muscle atrophy. She doesn't move around a lot when she's got her onesie on. She feels useless. She sits on my lap all day. It's a real nice bonding experience. Oh, look at her tail. So cute. Get up here, peepers. Oh, her little paws coming out of her onesie. I'll fix that for her. There you go. But anyway, so still a few more days at least with Peewee in the onesie, probably. It's getting to the end of the year for me for work. Not much left to do, but I do have an accepted offer on my last listing here. And they're trying to extend the subject removal date tomorrow, so it's going to go even later in the year. I don't know if I'm going to get it done, but I'd love to get this last deal of the year done, because if I do, that will lock up a position for me in the top 10% of agents in the Lower Mainland, Greater Vancouver, where I live and work. Right now I'm in the top 10%, but I'm on the cusp, so I might make it if I don't get this deal done. I might not, but if this one comes together, I'm pretty sure I've locked up a top 10% position, which I haven't got every year of my career, maybe about half. Especially in the beginning, it was tough because I was new, young, not very good at getting clients. I was a good agent, but not very good at getting clients because I didn't know how and I was young. So wish me luck. I hope I get this deal together. And for 2024, if you or anyone you know is in the Greater Vancouver area and might need me for real estate, buying or selling a home, absolutely get in touch. I'm dreaming of working with cat people here. I sold one TikTok friend / follower home this year, and that was pretty cool. And I hope to do more of that in the future so that I can support this hobby through this hobby, doing my own job through this hobby. And technically, if you're buying or selling just about anywhere in the world, I could refer you an agent there. Like if you don't have a specific agent relationship, we could pick an agent together and they'll pay me a referral, which doesn't come out of your pocket, it comes out of theirs. And I could help introduce you to one that's good. We could help vet them and figure out who's good, and or if you have someone in mind, won't affect your experience and you'd be able to support my channel. You don't have to do that, but if you feel like it, some people have thought about it. I almost got a referral out of Boston this year, and would have been a good one. Didn't happen, but hey, almost happened. And I had a couple more people from BC get in touch, and we talked about buying a place. It didn't happen, but in my line of work, when you work with 5 different people, you get one sale generally, or one client. Like say if I work with 5 people, I might get 1 or 2 sales because they might sell their home and buy one, but 1 out of 5 people ends up being business. And some of these people might be business next year and stuff, and it's always great to meet people who like the videos, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, 2024, need to figure out how I'm getting my clients, so get in touch if you want to do that. Anyway, we've been doing this for quite a while. Don't have that much more to talk about today. I will say I can't quite figure out what I want for Christmas. Got a couple ideas that are like way too expensive so I don't know what Victoria's going to get me. Don't know what my parents are going to get me. I don't need them to, but they will. They haven't asked me for a list, so who knows? Maybe I'm going to get coal in my stocking after all. But I'm sure Victoria will figure it out. One of the toughest things for Victoria is she used to buy me a pair of slippers every year for Christmas because I would wear them out in a year. She'd get me a new pair. Lovely. Well, ever since I got the Crocs, I've been wearing Crocs all the time, and they're not worn out. So, and my slippers aren't even worn out because I still have them because I've been wearing Crocs all the time. So that took that one slam dunk present that Victoria would always get me off her plate, and now she's got to figure out something else. But you know what? Truthfully, I'm not the type of guy who needs a lot. If she got me nothing, I'd be fine. I wouldn't be mad. I'm not a baby. I'm a grown man who doesn't really need Christmas presents, but I know for a fact that my lovely, beautiful, thoughtful, caring wife is going to get me, 2 to 4 Christmas presents. And I have no idea what it's going to be, so that'll be fun. Maybe she'll ask me for ideas and I'll have to give her something. But yeah, hope you guys all have a happy holidays. I don't think this is going to be my last cat chat of the holidays or anything like that. We're just in the middle of December. Probably have, 3 to 5 more for the year before New Year's. And but anyway, if you don't hear from me, have a happy holidays, happy New Year, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, quality Kwanzaa, bountiful Thanksgiving. Have a bountiful Thanksgiving on the 27th. Whatever works for you. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have ideas for future cat chats, please comment below. Make sure you subscribe. Share the video. I mean, my channel isn't growing that much. You guys like me. Pop me on Facebook. You're a grandma. That's all you do anyway. You're popping cat videos on Facebook all the time. Why not this one? This would be a weird one to put on Facebook, a 30-minute video of a man talking on the couch petting his kitties. But hey, maybe you'd get street cred for that. It's not the same old, same old. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure you pop into our live YouTube live and say hi, or our Discord, and watch another video. Thanks for being here. Bye.